This is WZRD Chicago 88.3 FM. We have with us today at Wizard at the studio the Crown Vic Royal, who will be interviewing with us, and also they will first start off the session with the song, the cover of Velvet Underground.
I'm waiting for my man, and I got $26 in my hand. Up Lexington, 1425, feeling sick, more dead than alive. 'Cause I'm waiting for my man. Hey white boy, what you doing uptown? Hey white boy, why you messing all women around? Oh pardon me sir, it's the furthest from my mind. I'm just looking for a good friend of mine. 'Cause I'm waiting for my man. Here he comes, he's all dressed in black. He's got your shoes and a big straw hat. He's never early, he's always late. First thing you learn is you're gonna have to wait. 'Cause I'm waiting for my man. Waiting for my man. Up to a brownstone, up 3 flights of stairs. Nobody cares. He's got the good stuff, he'll give you a sweet taste. And then you gotta split, 'cause there's no time to waste. 'Cause I'm waiting for my man. Waiting for my man. Oh, baby, don't you scream and shout. I'm feeling good, gonna work it on out. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling fine. Till tomorrow about the very same time. 'Cause I'm waiting for my man. Waiting for my man. Waiting for my man. Waiting for my man.
Thank you. Well, first of all, why doesn't everybody introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about your careers and your role in Crown Vic Royal?
My name is David, but these guys call me David.
David.
And,
Okay, why is that?
why? Because I'm Mexican. And that's how you say it in Spanish. Anyway, I got a day job. I'm a lawyer, and just play rock and roll because it's just something I love to do. I always have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Vinny and I play the guitar.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I play the bass.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Joe Scott, and I play percussion.
Okay.
So,
What about a little bit about your day jobs?
okay, so it's me again, Joe, the drummer. So I play the drums, and I'm in management at a place that will remain nameless
Okay.
at this time.
That's fine.
No day jobs.
No day jobs. No day
We're
jobs.
trying to get Joe off his day job
Yeah,
addiction. That's the hope
I
of
know.
this new
I'm
EP.
going to therapy, and it's like the steady day. The 9 to 5's not working right, so
we need
Yeah.
we need counseling.
counseling and therapy and rehab and all that. So
You just can't go cold turkey.
no cold turkey. Yeah.
Landlord
Thank you for
doesn't
your
like that.
support, though, guys. I really
We
do.
support you.
Call
Yeah.
us. You can call us anytime, especially if you want to drum.
It's getting deep in here. I'm only wearing tennis shoes. I'm not wearing boots. So somebody else.
Okay. And
Yeah, so we've got this new EP, Turning This Thing On, coming out June 8th.
Mm.
We'll be doing a show at the Montrose Saloon that
First of all,
Saturday night.
Nice. Okay, first of all, why did you name your band Crown Vic Royal?
It was Joe. Joe named the band.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we
Insisted
go.
on it.
Here we go. All right. So way back in the day, this had to be like, when did we start playing, Vinny? Back in 2000.
Oh, Joe and I have been playing for a long time.
2008. So
Yeah.
like maybe 11 plus years ago. So we played a show at the Piano Man that was in Wrigley Field. It's no
Yeah.
longer there anymore, but we were down to, we even had like a survey going out to the people that showed up. We didn't even know them. They're just like, we had like a list of names, and one of them was like Red Sea by Night, which was kind of like emo, and we're like, I don't know. And then like somebody was like,
We wanted to be emo, but we didn't care enough about it.
Yeah, not at the time. We're just like, let's just get a name, And then we had like Lando and the Calrissians thrown out there. So we
Yeah,
played the show. We still didn't have a name, and the only people that were left were like, the muggers and the drunks. So we're just like,
Our
well,
friends.
what about our friends too, yeah. But
That's what we're talking about.
I was talking to one of them. Who I don't even know the guy, and he was like, "Well, what about?" I was like telling him, "Well, what about Crown Vic?" And he's just like, okay, Crown Vic." And he's like, "Well, why? Why Crown Vic?" And it's like, "Well, most of the police cars at the time were Crown Victorians, and we didn't want to be riding around in police cars, So it kind of was just like, okay, well, let's just name the band Crown Vic. So
In the back of police.
I see.
the back of police cars, right? So so the name stuck. We played a show, and then I think maybe a year or two later, we found out Robert Plant had some type of side gig band that was like Crown Vic. So we were like, oh crap, we don't want to get sued. And then we found out like some people in LA had like a rap band, so we had to throw in a color.
On Facebook, there was like 70 different bands that were called
Yeah.
Crown
Don't,
Vic.
don't worry about a lawsuit from Robert.
So we had
don't
to
even
throw
worry
in
about that.
a color, and it was Royal. So it was Crown Vic Royal, and I'm still kind of on the fence about the color today, only simply because Royal, Kansas City, we're from Chicago, but
I think of it as like Crown Vic, the car, and Crown Royal, the whiskey.
There we go.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that, so thanks for answering already. From what artists or bands do you draw your inspiration?
Oh, well, we're Chicagoans, so we've got some blues in us. We can't deny that part of us.
I guess
But there's a lot of-
what's common ground? Rolling Stones,
Rolling Stones, the Velvet Underground, like
Velvet
we just
Underground. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got an array of
Right.
tastes. Everything from
did. Everything from Chicago to New Orleans, with Memphis in between. That's our heartline.
Do you write any of your own songs?
All our songs. That's our only cover we do in concert usually.
Okay.
All the rest of our concerts are usually all originals. Dave writes. We all write the music together and collaborate with it. Dave's got songs. I've got songs.
Okay. Who usually writes the lyrics then?
Well, songs I write the lyrics to and bring them to the band.
Right.
Dave writes lyrics.
Okay.
bring them to the band.
And sometimes we just, you know,
Right.
brainstorm stuff and come up with lyrics. So,
We spell check and omit things. So
That's right.
Is
Do a grammar check.
is the sound more important to you or the lyrics? Would you say?
Good question. I like both. I mean, but you got to have lyrics to me. Good music got to have something that's talking to me and making sense. But of course, it's the sound that you first grab and grabs you and tells you, "Oh, time to listen to someone."
Then what comes first, the story or the sound?
Yeah.
The egg comes first.
Depends on our
Everything grows
songs.
From that.
Yeah. Well, for the first song on the EP, Let's Play All the Way, it really was the music that came first, such that I didn't even have when we went to record it, we didn't even really have a second verse that I liked. And we didn't get that done until just before we recorded. So we were even tweaking some of the lyrics of that song as we were recording it.
Yeah, we
So-
changed them. We recorded it one way and then
We had to go and do it all the way back again.
we had to change the beat.
No, we didn't change the beat.
I'm
You
joking.
were solid.
They don't know that.
Yeah,
oh, we changed it now.
Yeah, right.
yeah. Now we changing it.
As it was written in the storybooks.
Were you going to play that for us?
Yeah. Can I play that off the CD version?
Sure.
Cool. What should I do? Just hit play on my thing here.
I just suck it.
Is it going through?
Hang on. There we go. Oops. Wait.
You're not that kind of girl, the guy settles on. But when you're up for it, you know he's down. They call you Lady Luck, and you always say, when you see the Queen of Diamonds, well, there's just one way. The more you put in, the more you take away. You're looking good now. Let's play all the way. Let's raise the bet. Let's play all the way.
Okay. So how do you overcome scheduling conflicts?
Well, we
When-
don't book that many gigs. We need to have more scheduling conflicts. We do about like maybe 1 gig a month in some way, shapes, or forms. We're getting June. We have a couple things we'll be doing, but yeah, we need more scheduling conflict.
Yeah, my lawyer talks to his lawyer.
What about when you practice? How often do you guys have to practice a week?
Well, we got a big show coming up at the Montrose Saloon on Saturday night, June 8th. We're going to start at 9 p.m. sharp. So, you know where that is?
Well, we could discuss that at the end so that the audience remembers. And I was asking about, I know that the four of you have your own careers, and then how do you manage practicing together? Do
I
you
don't know,
practice every
It
week?
seems like we all want to get together. As soon as we're done one time, we're ready to talk about when we're going to get back together. It's been a lot of fun. It's a gas. Yeah, we rehearse, we record, we go into the studio. So whenever we have, everything can fit, we make it happen.
where is the studio? How do you book that?
We recorded this CD with Kevin Ford at his Fullerton Studios. He's just a master wizard himself, so it's a pleasure to work with him, and I think he totally gets our sound, so we love working with him.
Oh, who is your target audience?
Well, everybody on our phone, everybody on Facebook that we can contact. But we're Chicagoans, so I think it's got a lot of Chicago flair to it. I think when people don't know us and they get a chance to see us, it kind of fits in with them. I think this is the home sound.
How
in
did?
terms of,
Go
in terms
ahead.
of like age demographic, I think anywhere between 18 and maybe 50.
Or 80.
Or 80.
How did you book the Montrose Saloon?
Well, we've been playing a lot and doing a lot of like odd nights, like Sundays and Tuesdays and Wednesday gigs at a lot of bars, up and down Milwaukee Avenue, going into Avondale, places like Crown Liquors and Moe's. But we needed a Saturday night gig. We need to get more everybody out and have a big party because we've got this EP. So we wanted to make it a little bit more of a party, which is why we're going on first on that Saturday because we want to get time with our friends and everybody that comes out and get to hang out with everybody, get that party atmosphere going.
And this is your first ever EP?
This is our first EP with Dave as our and Brendan on the bass, so as this unit. But we've also played, and we play a lot also with Jay Ulrich, and a guy, good friend of mine, Sean Henning, has sung with us too. So with that unit, Joe and I have recorded before. But yeah, this is our first release with this new unit that we've been playing. We really coalesced last summer when we got a chance to play and rehearse inside a church. We even did a party there in the church one day. And it was just the Epiphany Center for the Arts down on Adams Street. Very, very cool place. Our friend David Chase has that and let us set up our equipment and keep it there for a couple months. And boy, we really coalesced, and that's where we got to hear what a beautiful singer Dave is, and hear that voice in that church just resonate. It was awesome.
The Epiphany Center, is that more of a performing arts center that just came about through the church's support of the community, or
sort of? Yeah, David Chase is developing it from the Episcopalian church that closed down a couple decades ago, and he's renovating it and rebuilding it into this Center for the Arts. He's going to have theater studios in there. He's going to have cafe, jazz music, big music, a lot of big events he'll have there.
So it's no longer a church, but it was a church.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, church built in like the 1800s. Beautiful wood frame church. Right there at Adams and Ashland.
Okay. I know that you're promoting your EP here at WZRD, but what is most important about promoting Crown Vic Royal?
Well, just hoping to make sure we see friendly faces at our shows, and we get to enjoy the vibe with them. So we make the music for ourselves, and that we can share it. So that's for others.
Is Crown Vic Royal mostly?
Model right now.
Yes.
we're just trying to get our music out there so people can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
If we like it, we enjoy playing it, so we want to share it with other people.
You just have a message and a sound, and just trying to get that out right now.
So do you play any weddings or events, private events, or is it just
We do private party.
You do?
We've done parties, we've done block parties. Yeah, love doing those kinds of things because then you get to meet new people who come out for the event, and then they find you. And you're like, all right,
And
hope
the
you
block
enjoy us.
party thing is great
Mm-hmm.
because it's outdoors. Usually, a lot of people that never heard us before will be there. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What is the
Usually
best?
good sound equipment too. Good sound guys too. Always been involved.
Did you ever get advice about promoting the Crown Vic Royal, or did you just play it by ear?
Well, we need better advice. We need an agent. But yeah, our friends tell us what's going down, and
Pete's our man.
yeah, yeah, we have some good friends that give us good solid feedback every show, which we appreciate. Pete, John Skura, Steve Muskin, good guys.
Do you have any friends who are also playing bands, and then you exchange advice, and then instead of being competitors, do you support each other?
Oh, definitely support. In fact, for the show June 8th, Kevin Lee and the Kings are performing with us. They're fun band. And Scott from Go Time will be performing as well. So we've got, that's one of the great things. The community musicians love each other. You know, we share our equipment. Here's my amp. Use that. You know, set up the drums. All right, use those drums. It's good. We know what's going on. They know what's going on. We're doing the same thing, so there's a lot of mutual appreciation for what we're going through.
Could you give us a little backstory about the song that you will be performing later?
Okay. Well, let's listen to now the song "All Those Stars." And my favorite part. Well, hopefully you like the whole song, but my favorite part of the song comes in much later, and that is the appearance of the super muff.
Oh yeah, guitar pedal that we use.
Yeah. Brendan, our bass player, plays the rhythm on that.
Who makes that guitar pedal, Brad?
You're losing your chance for advertising. You don't know, but it's a fun, crunchy song.
What is the super muff?
It's an effects pedal that
Okay.
gives the guitar like a crunchy sound, distortion.
Okay.
Super heavy, crunchy sound.
Super heavy, crunchy. Yeah.
At first we were doing it, we had it down to 5 or 6. And then I walked into the studio where Brendan was recording, and I turned the pedal all the way up to 10, and he's like, that's the way it's supposed to go. That's how it works.
Is 10 the highest you could go?
Yes.
Yeah.
We tried to have 11, but we didn't totally spinal tap that one. So check it out. It comes out in the middle of the song here. And it announces itself. One of my favorite parts. I gotta hype that part of it.
It announces itself. Yes, a downbeat. You mean?
Exactly. Yes, it gives a little crunch on the downbeat, chung chung, a little chunga chunga, before it comes in full blast.
Yeah.
Want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay. We'll put it on.
You're not that kind of girl that guy settles on.
Trudy, we made a mistake.
Okay.
We played the wrong song. That was the song we played you before. Can we play that other song now? All Those Stars?
Sure. Go ahead.
Here's All Those Stars, which you will see here in the middle of it, or towards the end of it, the appearance of the Super Muff. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And all those stars.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever we do that song live, we gotta learn because that last little bit there adds to it, and people are already applauding for that. But that last little bit completes the story for me.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned a little bit about redemption at the end. Could you elaborate a little bit about that so that we could have insight about into the art?
Yeah, I think that to me that song's about pain. You know, the singer cries out, you know, all these stars have seen me cry and have seen my pain. And that last little bit is when he comes to understand, you know, that, it's all designed. And pain is part of the design, unfortunately. It's a difficult part. But when we see it, it's a perfect design, and we have to learn to give in and surrender to all that is part of that design. So when the singer sings, all those stars fit into the sky, it kind of says to me like he comes to understand that his pain is part of the nature and willing to accept nature and embrace it.
Yeah, I mean that's one interpretation.
Yeah.
You know, my interpretation of it was like, it's about a guy who was trying to fit into with all those stars, and like he couldn't hang out with the guys
You
at the
mean like
bar.
Hollywood stars?
Right. You know, and he couldn't. He just
The
couldn't fit.
celebrities.
You can't show up in a white van to the
No.
limousine parties.
Right. On the flip side of that, that's my interpretation of it anyway.
Did you all write the lyrics together? How did?
People magazine interpretation.
Yeah.
Vinny was the main lyricist on that.
Yeah, we built that song together in the rehearsal studio, but I had like tons of lyrics for it, and I think the only two verses we kept are what stuck out and wanted to be said the most to me.
How long did it take you to accumulate all those verses? Was it
I
a
don't know.
long
We
work in
started-
progress?
Yeah, I guess when we recorded the song in January, February
Something
maybe we
like that,
finished
yeah.
the song. So that's the end of making it, because that's when we finalized all the last pieces of it, and maybe we've had it for like a year at least.
Yeah.
That was definitely a song that grew in the church, especially
Yeah.
with what I'm doing with the guitar there, and
Right.
we were jamming out at the end. That definitely was fun to play in the church. Oh, the Epiphany Arts Center. Thank you, David Chase, for that. Those
Shout
good
out to
times.
David Chase.
David Chase. Yes. Woo woo. Yeah.
Were you going to play anything else for us today?
Yeah. Then the final third song on the EP is My Heart Song. I used to be the one that sang it in concert, and it's just my story. But the band has taken it over, and now it's their song. It's called Eat Your Blues.
Could you play it live for us?
Oh, you know what? Want to do? How about live? We do Blue Highway. Is that what we were just saying?
You want to do Blue Highway?
Yes.
That's fine.
Let's finish off with Blue Highway, and tell us a little bit about that as you're prepping.
This is a
Ooh.
David Buchanan tune.
Yeah, this is definitely written by David.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take it, Dave.
I wrote this song a few years ago. Actually, I didn't. I'm taking credit for it, but I was in another band, and we wrote the song as a band. So,
What
That
inspired you? Why Blue Highway?
why
Is
is
it-
it called Blue Highway?
Mhm.
You know, I actually didn't write the lyrics to this song. It was a friend of mine. His name's Phil Galucki, and I had written the basic chords and the basic rhythm to the song, and I didn't have lyrics to it. And he just walks in he heard it one time, and he walks in the next day that we had practiced, and he had all these lyrics written out, and I think they're great lyrics. It's about kind of like a travel through life, and goes something like this.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
argues with the interstate. Where do those people go? They're landlocked on the radio, a drawn out blue highway. Never made a mistake, and it won't grant you peace, and it can't grant you peace. I'm drowning in light, the distance is here, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is real, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is here, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is real, and can you tell me what to feel? Alright. Drawn out blue highway argues with the interstate. Where do those people go? They're landlocked on the radio, a drawn out blue highway. They'll spin you like a broken tile, and it won't grant you peace. It can't grant you peace. I'm drowning in light, the distance is real, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is here, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is real, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is here, and can you tell me what to feel? Here we go. Drowning in light, the distance is real, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is here, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is real, and can you tell me what to feel? I'm drowning in light, the distance is real, and can you tell me what to feel?
Thank you. This is WZRD Chicago 88.3 FM, The Wizard. We have with us in the studio today the band Crown Vic Royal, and they just played Blue Highway for us. David, you do have a very smooth voice. Did you ever take voice lessons?
No, I never took any voice lessons. I don't know, just, singing and I used to be too shy to sing, so.
Okay, well, how did you?
Had to work through it,
whiskey.
Yes. You learned to overcome that.
Yeah.
How so?
Yep.
It is. Do you have any advice for students and the community? Because many of us really want to sing. I wanted to sing before I took lessons, and but any advice for our listeners about overcoming shyness?
I think you just have to do it. You have to put yourself out there, just like any other thing you do in life. You know, everything's scary. You know, you're scared of going on stage, scared of public speaking. You know, and it just takes doing it. And I think you never get over, you know, being nervous about it, but you know, you definitely can change your mindset about it and just focus on what's going on. Like, you know, music is something that like draws your attention, and it just focuses you on what's going on with all the other musicians and all the instruments, and you just hear that in your head and you forget about you know, all that self-consciousness and stuff like that.
I
So-
think, like what was David was saying, like, you know, about overcoming shyness, like he and I, we connect on a Wilco level, and I think the best quote would probably be from one of Jeff Tweedy's songs. Sing what you feel. Don't let anybody tell you it's wrong. So just let your freak flag fly, and just go with that. You know, who knows? You know,
Being nervous is normal too.
Right.
That's part of it. You're gonna be nervous anyway. So.
right?
When does it get to the point that you want so much to connect with the audience that you forget yourself?
Oh, that's a beautiful moment.
I think that's what music's all about. You know, once you learn to make that connection with other musicians, with other people who are, you know, watching you play or whatever, or listening to you, you just start listening to the music, and that's all you hear is just the music. You feel the, you know, the vibe between people, and that
Right.
drives you.
Vibes.
Sure. Yeah,
like
sure.
vibes.
It's like I don't want to just listen to it anymore. I want to live in it.
Yeah, you
know?
live in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Live in
so-
it.
When you start living in it,
Right.
then you're not
In the sound.
yeah, you're not being self-aware about it. You're just doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell our listeners again about when your show is and when your EP will drop and how our listeners can get a
Cool,
copy.
Yeah, so we'll have copies, hard copies, kind of like a souvenir thing for the show on Saturday, June 8th at Montrose Saloon. We're Crown Vic Royal. And our CD or EP, 3-song EP is titled Turning This Thing On. And that's what we're doing. We're getting this thing turned on now, and we're getting excited about it. That's so we play that we, you know, please get there at 8 o'clock. We'll come on no later than 9 o'clock, and hopefully get to hang out with you and get to meet you and enjoy your company at the show on Saturday, June 8th at the Montrose Saloon, which is 2933 West Montrose.
Okay, thank you very much.
Then the EP Turn This Thing On is going to be on iTunes, Spotify, so you'll be able to find us online. Crown Vic Royal, Turning This Thing On, after June 8th.
Okay. And that is the name of the EP, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you,
Thank
Wizards.
you. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. And this was Crown Vic Royal at WZRD.